Chris Charm for KaijuPop.com, and right now we're having a look at Angry Birds Go Away. That is, yes, Review's freemium karting experience built onto the Angry Birds franchise. Got soft launched a couple of weeks ago in some territories, and was really pretty reviled for its in-app purchasing schemes. That seems to have been kind of revised here for the rest of the world release, but not so much. I think it's telling, first of all, that the biggest icon next to the play icon here is an option to just go and watch some of the Angry Birds cartoons online. You can do that if you want. I don't know why you'd want, but yeah, you can. You can pull out of that. Let's not go into that. You know, might get some sort of third-party copyright claim on this video. That wouldn't be very nice at all. So we won't show any of that. And let's go in and play this game. As you can see, I've only played I've only beaten 4 events here. So I haven't played that far into the game. The general opinion is that even if I played a shit ton though, I won't have seen much of what the game has to offer, and this is part of something that's not really gross in a free-to-play sense, just really bad in a gaming sense. I don't know. I'll show that to you in a second. First of all, I choose my my car here. The deal is here that all the birds and characters and what have you are driving sort of soapbox races. They're racing down the sides of a mountain. And so you start off with a car and you can upgrade it with 1 set of currency. You can see, as usual, 2 sets of currency. I've got coins and I've got gems. Gems, in a weird and kind of crap way, are the currency at which I spend on using my power-ups, Mario Kart style power-ups, speed boosts and whatnot. Are actually paid for with currency here, and of course you want to spend real money? Yeah, you can. And you can also spend real money on some cars. Some of these cars, you've got 3 at the start and another additional 4 cars that you can only buy with real money. And the top one here, this one, which I can upgrade to its fullest, costs a whopping 5,000 yen, so $50 for a car in Angry Birds. And they say they're not, you know, they're targeting reasonable, sensibly minded adults. They're not. They're not. It's a honey trap for kids. But hey, there you go. If you want to spend money on a car, yeah, you can. What's weird though is you can't, or maybe I haven't played this game enough to find out. It doesn't seem like you can pay money to get past the seemingly endless grind that is Angry Birds Go. You can see I've got a whole bunch of events here. 5 races, I've done 2 of them. Head-to-head stuff. Time trials, I've done 2 of the 5. Fruit splat, where you're driving around and you're trying to splat fruit. And to advance to the next thing, beating a competing racer in order to advance to the next track. I've got to... But even if I mainline this, to see the next track, all of these events are on the same track, the same really short, really small piece of track. And I've got to do the same race pretty much 3 times just to unlock the next track. And that sounds really whiny, really complaining, but I don't know, it's odd. Like Angry Birds, certainly Angry Birds on iOS, you could pay a buck and get a decent amount of game that would consistently be updated for free, and you would sort of run through these stages at a good clip. That's some of the draw of Angry Birds, is that it's not very difficult and you're always seeing new stages and stuff, whereas Angry Birds Go is just about repetition. It's about the grind, man. So let's see if we can beat Stella another couple of times to advance here. The gimmick here is that there's a bus on each track, I guess, and that you race her once and she doesn't have any power-ups, it's just a normal character, and then she gets more and more power-ups as we go. I like this. I like that aspect of starting the race. It's very true to Angry Birds. In that, you know, I mean, you pull a catapult to aim them on there. So I just use a speed boost. There's a cooldown attached to it. The first time you use it in a race, it's free. After that, it costs some of my gems. And basically, yeah, there's no acceleration to be done, there's no braking to be done, there's no anything to be done, really. I'm just sort of tilting left and right down this piece of road. Very attractive piece of road, looks very nice. Especially because in Rovio, not exactly known for doing 3D stuff. Looks very pretty. But I've raced on this piece of road for, you know, about 5 events. I'm kind of done with it now. It's like, please, give me something new. But yay, I beat that. Of course, the coins which you've seen before, I can use to upgrade my card. I can pay to, you know, get a coin doubler, as you may expect. But I think I'm gonna max out my top speed here. Oh, I can't. Oh no! Yeah, I can spend more at the shop if I wanted to. Don't want to though. Right, on we go. Let's go through this one. From what I gather, the soft launch version had all of this, you know, expensive cars and stuff. But it also had an NG system on top, which was a little bit cheeky, I think. But yeah, here they've sort of stripped out any notion of an energy system. But it seems weird that you can pay to get faster cars, but not pay to get new environments and tracks and stuff. You know, I would say that if I was an evil money-grubbing, free-to-play, freemium game designer, I would say, hey, pay to receive new content. That seems to make much more sense, and skip this grind to get new content rather than pay to get exclusive cars that, you know, that really... I mean, I suppose they go faster, but they're kind of barely anything more than cosmetic. I mean, it's not like these early races are difficult and can only be done via a, I don't know, via getting a cool car. I dare say there's a wall in there somewhere that's gonna pop up. Hey, cutscene, she's in love with me now. Hooray! We can move on. And Red is tired, but Stella is ready to race. Oh, so there is... Oh! Right. So there is a stamina system. I was wrong. Yeah, it's just popped up in the start there. You know, you get a little snifter if Angry Birds Go for free. And yeah, so each bird can race 5 times or whatever. And now he is out, but... You know, the idea is presumably you get new characters at such a rate that it doesn't matter, in theory. So I can scroll up how to choose a bird to race as. Go back down. Let's see. Yay! A new track's been unlocked, so let's move on and have a look at this. Facebook bar. Oh, okay, so yeah, so you're prevented from just, hey, I want to get new content all the time, I'm going to take the boss on straight away, by the level of your cart, I suppose, as I'm upgrading. Right now I have a 142cc cart, but it requires a 180cc to advance. So there is kind of a pay gate to progression, because it's like, hey, well, you know, I mean, if you bought a new cart, then you would be able to, you know, advance quite quickly. So here's a more conventional race against everyone. I fluffed that start there. You can collect more coins as you go. This character speed boost puts him in a bubble, but it's pretty much the same thing. And yeah, you know, I mean, it doesn't handle badly. It's not a bad game by any stretch. It's just, yeah, I mean, really, really slow progression, which seems odd for a rodeo joint. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I think Angry Birds, even if you were playing it on Android in an ad-supported version, that was sort of freemium done kind of inoffensively. You play a little bit of Angry Birds and you get some ads and you can pay to get rid of the ads. Obviously the Angry Birds brand is super strong and you can unlock new modes and there's like a Jenga mode that you can pay to unlock, or if you've got Angry Birds toys, then you get a download code for extra modes and things in the game. So I was going to say I'm not quite so convinced that people will be willing to drop cash, to drop real world cash into Angry Birds on this level. But that's wrong. Obviously people are perfectly willing to drop cash on Angry Birds at a sort of 5,000 yen level or whatever for new carts and new modes and whatnot. I just think it's I don't know. This is, the Angry Birds appeared and for better or for worse, it reached a massive market, and I think is a more sort of worthwhile. I'm kind of missing the point here. I shouldn't be smashing through this box. Should be avoiding it because it's slowing me down. Do more for me. Yeah, I think people kind of knock Angry Birds for what it is, but whether you like it or not, it's kind of a better game than most give credit for. And then, I think Bad Piggies kind of followed it up in a way that was more, from Rovio saying, hey, we can make real games, or kind of more intricate games and whatnot. And it didn't do nearly as well. And I'm not convinced that Angry Birds Go will do the gangbusters that Angry Birds did, especially when progression in this is so slow and Angry Birds is kind of about instant gratification. It just kind of sits a little bit oddly. It's not bad, and you can play and grind the same events over and over again for free if that's your bag. It's just, it's hard to really tell what this game is or who this game is for. But if it's for you, then check it out. I've been Chris Charlton for KaijuPop.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.